Hello Scorpio, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here with your November 2025 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of November 2025 for Scorpio. Thanks so much for taking the time to be here. Please do subscribe and like, trying to hit that 100,000 mile marker. If you know your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch those videos as well for additional insight. If something really hits home and resonates with you and you'd like to see how it plays out or what it means in your own personal life and situation, or you just like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can email me for more information, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description below of this video to see that contact info as well. I'd love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you within the same day. I cover all areas of life, love and romance, relationship compatibility, career, work, money, investment, 6 and 12-month overviews. There's different lengths, types, costs, spreads, something for everyone. And I'm quite diligent about timely scheduling of personal readings. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what the second half of November is bringing in for you. We have the Ace of Wands, a new beginning or an opportunity which holds perhaps passion, excitement, desire, creativity, inspiration. It's the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire, a new start, kind of exciting. The Knight of Wands, very fast-moving energy taking off here. Could be spontaneous, impulsive, full of the same energy, passion, desire, creativity, inspiration, very fast-moving, and a very fast-moving opportunity. The Eight of Cups, it's going to require you leaving something behind, either something that maybe at one point was your dream or something you were very invested in, but either it's turned out differently than what you originally thought it was going to be, or it's simply something that has run its course. You're not going to get anything else out of it, so it's time to leave it behind in search of the Nine of Cups, which is your heart's desire. Your crowning energy, overall focus and theme for the second half of November, Scorpio, is the Ten of Coins or Pentacles, the Ten of Earth. Long-term security and stability, financial and material, perhaps emotional security and stability, meaning it's enough that it comes from the long, slow accumulation of what went in to build it, so you're not worried about tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, right? It can sometimes be a card that represents inheritance, division of estate, financial and material issues, very similar to your sister sign Cancers. It may be that you're being gifted something, or that enables you to have a new beginning. It can be an actual gift, financial and material gift, or it could be in the like a job or work opportunity. It could be an emotional opportunity too, in terms of a really solid and secure marriage. Let's peel it back a bit. Let's take a look at that Ten of Coins. It's definitely a good money, job, investment. It's a good yes time for anything new. With an eye on, again, long-term security and stability, be it financial, material, emotional, something that combines all of those things. But it will require leaving something or some things behind. We have the Ten of Coins is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, which is the same card. Wow, really good time for financial and material security. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism, perhaps after you've gone through a difficult time financially, materially, emotionally. We have the Four of Wands, which is a celebratory card. It usually represents celebratory gatherings or social gatherings that include family and friends. It speaks about stability, community, or shared humanity. Something may be happening at a family celebration. Also, this is the time period where many people are celebrating Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are. It might be, for some of you, it might relate to that, just a time of gathering together, getting together, and renewing and re-experiencing the security and stability you get only from being around in that sort of family, friend community. For some of you, it might be just that. It might be an opportunity or something coming in during one of these gatherings or during a specific gathering. And for some of you, it might be something related to financial and material stuff that involves or affects the family, like inheritance or anything like that. Let's take a look at this Ace of Wands. The Six of Pentacles, the giving or receiving of a gift. The Ace of Pentacles, financial and material stuff. Perhaps you're getting a very similar to Cancer's reading. Some of you may be getting a gift, and that gift, or giving one, and that might be a straight up financial material gift, a gift of property. It could be a new job, moving, relocating, a combination of both of those things, a new practical beginning. Some of you taking advantage of this new opportunity may require a big physical shift or move for you. The Knight of Pentacles, step by step in a cautious, detailed sort of way. This is about accomplishing, your goals. Some of you, it's a job offer. It's whatever the offer is. This is a general reading, so it might be a job work offer. It could be an emotion. It could be like an offer of marriage. It's an offer or opportunity that holds what looks to be a pretty reliable end outcome of long-term security and stability, and financial and material security and stability is part of it. Let's take a look at our fast-moving Knight of Wands here. The Ace of Wands again. The Fool, brand new beginnings, taking a risk, stepping out of your comfort zone, travel, perhaps international travel. The Ten of Cups, the Happy Home card. The Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles in one reading, for some of you this is going to signify marriage. But it feels like others of you, it might just be moving home and family, job, work, relocation. Because I'm getting for some of you that taking advantage of this is going to require travel, moving, relocating, because I'm picking up a different community, a new community, or a community you may have met before on travel or something like that, kind of reconnecting, making a new home, a new family, Now here with the Eight of Cups, it's going to require leaving something behind that either has turned out differently than what you originally thought, or something that ran its course, because it can represent, a dream that you had earlier that served its purpose and it's no longer for you. Five of Cups and Six of Swords. Yeah, there might be some grief, loss, regret about that, but there is healing and renewal here, putting the worst of it behind you and slowly but surely moving in the right direction. And then the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is what you want. That's why you're leaving in the Eight of Cups, so that you can get to this Nine of Cups, which is your heart's desire, your wishes granted, abundance, your cups overflowing with abundance, whether it's financial, material, emotional, or a combination of all of those. The Eight of Pentacles, work, nose to the grindstone, the efforts we put into building up something to have long-term security and stability. So again, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm getting home and family. I'm getting moving and relocating, taking that risk, getting out of your comfort zone, perhaps new job and work for some of you as well. Advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit for Scorpio for the second half of November 2025. The World and the Devil. No, this is an interesting combination of cards, because I think for many of you, given the bright, beautiful, abundant energy that you're being given the opportunity to move into, you can always say no. I wouldn't, but you could. It feels like you are leaving behind, closing out a cycle, a period in your life, a chapter, a set of chapters, some kind of phase in your life that's been perhaps very difficult and challenging, perhaps even quite dark for some of you. You're leaving that behind. This is closing out. It was perhaps tempting, but ultimately in the end toxic or unhealthy. That cycle is closing out, or at least there's the opportunity to do that. What you have to beware of, because the advice also in this is it may be a cycle that's closing out, but it does still have temptations. So make sure to stay on guard about those, particularly if it's any addictive stuff, or, again, whether it's, it might be, an old relationship, old addictions, bad habits, patterns, things that don't serve us but have that sort of temptation, that little voice in our head that says, return back because you need it, right? You don't. But there is that tempting but toxic sort of element to it. That cycle is closing out, and make sure that you stay on guard against those temptations. Look at this beautiful stuff. We have the Page of Cups, the Sun, the Empress, entering into a time of fertility, of abundance, of achievement, of being appreciated, and for some of you, maybe even appreciated and taken care of in some pretty nice, indulgent ways. Ways that allow you to relax, and an uplifting of previously heavy energies, particularly for those of you for whom this might be a relationship, more relationship than anything else, or a job offer. Really, the change is something that allows you to have a sense of security and stability, or that you're building towards security and stability so that you can relax a bit more. It's a really good time for fertility, whether that's literal physical conception, pregnancy, or beginning any new things. Very good time for that. Absolutely stunning reading, Scorpio. Beautiful. Very, very similar to your sister sign Cancer, your sister water sign Cancers too, as well. So something in the air for the water signs. We'll see if this continues with Pisces. Okay, Scorpio, those are your messages for the second half of November. I hope you enjoyed them and found them useful and helpful and very hopeful and positive. Again, if this did resonate with you and you'd like to see how it plays out, what it means in your own personal life and situation, or you just like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself, or perhaps as a lovely gift for someone else, you can email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description below to see those contact details as well. I'd love to hear from you and to work with you. We are headed into the holiday season, and these kind of personal readings do make wonderful gifts as well. I will see you all in a short while. Be safe, be well, many blessings to you, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.